videos going live to you on this Warhammer Wednesday, per usual. Watching the Cubs versus Brewers game, and not looking good for the Cubbies. So either way, we will be painting tonight, so miniature painting per usual. I do have the Defiler's bottom half almost done, so I'll be working on this throughout the entire time. So as you can see, I've been doing a lot of work with it. I did a lot of the gold trim on it, along with weathering effects. So a lot of the chip paint that I have on here, I did that by hand. So there's like other methods for it, but like this is a very clean side of it, as you can see. All the paint is pretty much there. This fender right here comes over it, so it looks like it's not there, but it's there. And then if you flip it, you can really see what I did to weather it up, and I'll be adding grime to it, rust, all that kind of things to it. So I got a little bit more to do with this, along with underneath the carriage. I'll be painting this up. I also got to get the skin to the same pink flesh tones that are kind of going on with the torso here. Do the same thing to other parts of the Defiler that have that flesh. So it's a demon engine, right? All right. So other than that, what else have I been up to? I do have all of the leg armor done. So these are ready to be essentially glued on to the Defiler. So there's 4 of the smaller ones, and then there's 2 of the larger ones for like the claws up front, right? So those big claws. I'm going to wait on doing these. The reason why is I might want to do hazard stripes on both. So my Defiler, my plan is to do a Black Legion / it could also work with Iron Warriors too. So this is like a dual purpose demon engine where it could be called up no matter what, and it's going to be involved in the fighting. So that's my headcanon behind this. Again, here's the torso, and I still got to add the arms and everything else, but I'll be just focusing on the bottom half for this. So yeah, still a lot to go, but I'm getting there. And the goal is to have this done by the end of this month, ideally. The whole thing done. I mean, I still got like 2 more weeks, I think, left, which is plenty of time to get this thing done by the end of the month. So again, this is just the bottom half. I have the upper half. I still have the head to do, which I got the mask on there. I just got to put it on the actual body. I hesitated because if I do put it on here, I want to get some effects behind it, maybe some glowing effects. Like I'm thinking green or maybe like an orange glow. So, what's up, Neo? Hey, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Everybody else who's in here, thanks for joining. I'm Travis with ChaoticCrafterZero. I make miniatures, so that's my hobby. I put these together and then I paint them. So I did not create this. However, I glue it together in little bits. It comes in plastic bits, literally like this. You have to clip them out, sand them, and then you have to glue them together. And then literally you got to paint this thing up. So I did see that, Neo. Yes, I did. That's awesome, man. Your Chaos Knights. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. So you and me, man, we're doing Warhammer Wednesday. Chaotic style. Let's go. For chaos. How fun. He plays Nurgle, by the way. So if you don't know who Nurgle is, he is the god of rot. He's also the god of pestilence, infestation, diseases, but he's also the god of like birth and like longevity and life and pain. So everything that comes with being immortal, immortal, like immortal, not immortal, immortal, has to do with his what he controls in the 40,000 universe, right? So he's a warp entity. He's a god, one of 4 gods, soon to be maybe 5. We'll see. So, and then he said, "Wish my stress would end, though. Since school is over now, for now, the stress would end, but quite the opposite." Oh, no way. What's got you stressed, homie? Is it just life? I know what it's like to come off of a lot of stress too. It's like a roller coaster. You're gonna find this out in life. Is like you're gonna be at high levels of stress. You're gonna be maintaining it. You can do it, do it, do it. And then as soon as it's like, all right, break time, you like take a break, everything just starts to plummet and you get really tired, or you're just like on edge, or you get exhausted, lazy. Some people can just maintain that for a while. Like in the military, we maintain it for months, if not years. That's why a lot of guys kind of cut loose and we get into trouble. So we finally get a little feeling of freedom, and we just can't help ourselves. So we get into dumb stuff. And then he said a huge bush fire in California. It's right behind me. Oh shit! Are you gonna evacuate? What what part of Cali are you in, man? Are you in central, north, or south? I'm gonna guess north if you're dealing with brush fire, or middle, like central Cali. That's not good. But at least my war dog looks cool. You should check it out. All right, I'll do that. I will do that. I'll look that up, man, and I'll show it off in here. Hey, 20 people in here. I appreciate you checking me out. I'm Travis with ChaoticCrafterZero. I paint miniatures, and then every Wednesday I have something called Warhammer Wednesday, where I just work on my hobby, work on my crafts, get a little bit further, and then I just hang out with my subscribers or whoever's interested in this channel and you want to learn about it. Then this is the time to do it. So, and then I'm also available on Discord too. So if you like Discord, if you have a Discord, if you're in a hobby sphere, doesn't matter the hobby, but a lot of it's 40K centered. You can join me on my Discord, which is on my description on my channel page. So please check that out. I appreciate it. Please thumbs up, like, and subscribe to me. I'm trying to grow my base, and everything that y'all could do to help me. I'm only asking for like 500 subscribers. I'm not asking for thousands. I'm really close to hitting 350, which is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And if you're in here and you've been watching me, I want to thank you very much for helping me contribute up to 327 I'm at right now. So that's huge. Thank you so much. That really, it gives me purpose and it makes me feel good. So like I'm not just talking to nobody. There's people actually watching. So it feels kind of good. All right. So I have my hobby tool out, and what I did was I just basically scraped a lot of the plastic away because I will be tonight taking this and I will be gluing it on its leg for its armor. Right. So there are these armor pieces that I'll be putting on here. That'll be kind of like its greaves going all the way around, minus on the cloths. So hopefully I'll have that done by tonight. So that's the plan. Along with getting all the details underneath or in between before I can glue this on top of here and call it done, right? So I can't do it yet until I get underneath it an appropriate amount of detail to where I feel like I can glue it on here, and I'm like, yeah, that looks good. So as you can tell, the top is less finished than the bottom, but we're getting there. So I'm going to take the top, I'm going to put it to the side. I dropped it earlier like an idiot, and I broke off two of the spikes on the very front. So that's going to happen, and it's okay. I'll just make new spikes and glue them on there, prime them up, and then paint them, and it won't even be able to tell. All right, back to comments. He said SoCal, so where all the fires happen, but our firefighters are fucking badass and aren't containing it. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, they're used to this. Those brush fires, man. They're on top of it. They have a very good system. So I'm glad that um, you know, that they're able to contain it, and hopefully they're able to contain it even more. I wasn't aware of that too, by the way. So I don't really follow the news. I kind of gave up on the news personally, um, just because there's so many bad things happening in the world. I've chosen to just basically seclude myself from the news world. Um, and I don't know what's going on half the time. People are like, "Oh, did you hear about this? Hear about that?" I'm like, "Nope, nope." I have an idea, but I don't watch it. So, but that is scary, man. I hope you're okay. I would say get everything ready just in case, right? Always got to be ready. You never know what's going to happen. So, hopefully nothing bad happens, but you'll be a lot better being prepared. Have a go bag, have all your minis secured, very important, of course. Files in order. God forbid that ever happens, man. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and prime underneath these because if I look underneath the defiler, I actually can see the plastic. And I'm of the nature where I don't like to see the original plastic for my minis. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these up real nice and black with Vallejo. So there we go. Nice and dark. There we go. Man, the Cubs are getting their butts kicked right now. This is not good. This is not good, folks. Not good at all. Yes, it was. All right. So just painting underneath it. That way you can't really see it if I put it on top. So that's what I'm doing. Get some more black primer here. Check the chat. And then he said, I don't really pay attention to the news, but since the fire's basically in my yard, hard not to pay attention. Yeah. Yeah. I've been in like California and I've seen what it looks like. And like the sky is red. Everything smells like it's burning. It's pretty scary. It's fucking scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's scary, man. Yeah, not fun. So, uh, and it's good to have a radio too. I don't know if you have a radio, man, but I would strongly recommend getting a radio and programming it to the NOAA or local frequencies. That way you can kind of tune in with what's going on. So you can get like a GMRS radio is what I would recommend. Um, you do need a license to operate it, but all you have to do is just pay $20 and you have it for like 5 years. So there's no test involved, nothing crazy, but you can code it, meaning you can program it to specific channels, and then you can also program it into repeaters. So if there's a network of GMRS users, of radio people, you can actually listen in on what's going on. It's pretty cool. So some can even be tuned to police, tactical comms. Yeah, it's possible. Usually they're encrypted, but like a lot of the smaller agencies that don't have encryption, you can actually listen in on what's going on. I've done it before, so called a scanner. So if you're ever getting real nerdy and techie and you feel like doing something different, check out radios, man. And they're good for if you ever go like hiking or we've used radios for multiple reasons. They're cool. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is, man. Isn't that weird? Also, I bought 33 feet of chain, so I'm stocked for chain for a bit. Oh, okay, good to go. Oh, yeah. For your minis, 33 feet. Nice. Feel like tuning into police sounds interesting, but also sounds illegal. It's not it's illegal to transmit on there. So if you have the ability to transmit on their stuff, that's bad. So most scanners mean you can just listen in, but you cannot transmit, which is a good thing. Um, but you can technically listen in. So I've done it. As long as you don't transpond on it, like I don't have the ability, I choose not to have the ability to transpond on it, so it's listen only, and you could program it that way. So if you're ever wondering what's going on in the neighborhood and you're like, oh, what's happening over there, you could probably get traffic over the net. and you'll hear them talking about it. So there's also apps. There's apps you can get on your phone. So believe it or not, there's like police scanner. It's free. You can see you can hear what's going on around you. It's pretty interesting. So it's not illegal. You have the right to know as a citizen. So, but if they have you out, meaning they're encrypted comms, you can't break their encryption to get in, which is very hard too, by the way. So good luck with that. But yeah, if it's just normal squad comms, or it could be like EMS or firefighter net, that's fine. Tactical comms, if you will. Sometimes, usually that stuff's encrypted, but every once in a while you can pick it up. Anyway, it's another hobby that I have. I haven't been touching it much. I have it tuned in here. So if there's a tornado coming through or a really bad storm, I'm able to pull up NOAA, NOAA, National Organization of American. I can't remember what it stands for, but it has to do with the weather. So they talk about weather reports, but if there's like a serious storm heading your way, it's very updated and there's no commercials, anything like that. So, but it's a good way to get accurate readings. Like I could track a tornado that was heading towards us, and then it said where it was going, and I looked at the map and I said, "Oh, we're good." So I was able to do that with NOAA. But if you go on your phone, you're like, "Which way is it going? I don't know which way it's going." But if you use NOAA while you're looking at a map, you could be like, "Oh yeah, clearly there's spotters, which are people with radios saying, 'Hey, we see which direction it's going.'" It's more accurate and up to date than like a Weather Channel app. And sometimes power goes out. So if your Wi-Fi goes out, it's kind of hard to track where it's going, right? Like the apps don't work. That's scary. But with a radio, guess what? The radio still works. That's not going down. That's another reason to have it, because we've been in a place where the tornado was so bad it literally cut the signal to my phone. I had no way of texting my wife, no way of calling her, but I was able to turn on the radio and be like, "Which way is this thing going?" And I could track it, and it was very accurate. So anyway, enough pitching my other nerdedom, nerdy ways that I have. So I'm an IT guy by trade, so I can't help myself. Sometimes I like computers, and radios are really cool. So, and I don't do anything super serious with them. There's a lot of people who are very much into radios, and they do things you can't even fathom. It's it's amazing what some people can do with radios. So, but that you have to get like certified, and you have to become like a professional. You have to take a lot of tests to get access to a lot of that equipment. But you could talk to people in other countries on the radio, like a handheld, because they're bouncing things off, or they have like a really long antenna, like CB radios. Those are also, it's called Citizens Band. So if you don't know what CB stands for, it's Citizen Band Radio. I know a lot about this. Yeah, so I should shut up. But if you ever want to look into it, man, let me know. I will nerd out with you, no problem. Oh god. All right, so I just did a little bit of primer on this just to hide the plastic, so that's cool. I'm gonna put these to the side, and then next I'm gonna work on the legs and have them ready to be usable. So I'm gonna weather them up. I'm gonna make them look a little bit greasy, a little bit grimy, because right now they're just a clean lead belcher. Nothing else on them, but like for these front claws, I did do a little bit of rust on it. I am going to be doing more to it. So for that, I will be utilizing enamels. Yeah. Bing bong. So this is AK grime, streaking grime. Yeah, good stuff, man. I love this. So I will be using this tonight. And it adds a really nice like oil oozing effect, if you will, or it makes it look like the joints are you know, they're oiled up or they're busting with like hydration, liquid fuel. Like you can do a lot with this. So I will be using this tonight. And I need more of that actually. I'm almost out. Isn't that crazy? And then Neo said, anyway, back to Warhammer. I'm painting my Chaos Knights in House Herp Herpatrax, which technically aren't traitors since they never swore allegiance to the Imperium. Ah. Yeah, they're not traitors, so they're iconoclasts then. They just never swore allegiance. They're kind of like their own thing. And then Derelict, thanks for chiming in, my friend. He said, check out Villainy Inks if you'd like the Streaking Grime. I am aware of them, and I might just purchase one of their kits. And then Neo says, I use Villainy Inks all the time. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I've been really considering it. I've been very close to getting it. This is AK, but after I use up my AK, I will be probably purchasing those to utilize in painting my minis. So I am very interested in using enamels. Not that expensive for the size you get, too. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. So they can be expensive, but not too expensive for the size you get. So you're saying there's value in it. Yeah, they look cool. It's a cool company, too. Like, I love what they're doing. I love their aesthetic. It really matches the grimdark. I love that shit. Big fan. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I haven't used Villainy Inc. yet, but I like follow them. I've been following them for a while, and I've been thinking about picking some of that stuff up, and I'm like this close to getting it. So just because I want to try it and use it, and some of the work that Neo does, he's a fellow YouTuber. He's also a hobbyist as well. He paints in the grimdark style, and he does a very good job. And it's amazing what you can do with enamels, I will say. So if you ever want to look at some work, definitely subscribe to his channel too. And if you want to join our Discord, my friend, Mr. Derelict, you are more than welcome to join our Discord. So because we're always looking for new people to join, and like there's not a lot of people in there, so like you're gonna get heard, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna be seen. Your minis, like you get to show them off. They're not gonna get buried in some channel chat, and we don't have people posting stupid shit in there. You know, we have like a memes page, but like that's or a meme server inside of it, but or channel. I'm sorry, a meme, you know, for memes only. But you know, if you want to join that, man, I would love to have you in there. And it's open to join. All you gotta do is go to my channel description. You'll see a link in there to join the Discord via a link, and you're in. So feel free, my friend. Feel free. We would like that. And if you're into the grimdark style, you can help me because I'm still getting used to it. Because that's kind of how I paint, and then Neo paints that way too. But I like the grime, I like the dirt, I like the blood, I like the mud. So like I like to paint it as I see it in my head, which was in the grim darkness of the far future. There's only war. You know, you're just a single human amongst untold billions inside the Imperium, and dark gods are laughing, and I love that aesthetic. The sci-fi gothic setting is just perfect. So that's my kind of shit. That's my kind of shit. So all right, what I'm doing is I'm just using uh, Runelord Brass, and I'm just kind of touching all over, just haphazardly, but just kind of painting in certain places, like around the joints, around the servo joints, around some of the walking parts. I'm just painting the brass over the lead belcher to give it kind of like a coppery look, so you can see that there's like a copper look on it. I'm not painting it completely in this color, but I'm just dabbing it essentially. And what that does is it gives it a that copper hue, and it'll make it shine really good. Even if you cover it up with grime, like just the right amount. You don't want to dump it in there. You know what I mean? But just the right amount, and it's amazing what you can do with just some regular old acrylic paints. So that's what I'm doing right now. What do you paint? What's your army there, Derelict? That's a cool name, by the way. I like that. What army do you paint? Or do you paint? Like, yeah. So I'm Chaos, and I have Krieg as well. So which Krieg are very grimdark. I love them. The World War I aesthetic is just awesome. So absolutely love those boys. Um, Although I would never want to be amongst them. Would never want to be shoulder to shoulder with those guys. It's abysmal. They get thrown into the worst war zones the Imperium can find, and they love it. So, but they're cool. I can appreciate them for what they are. They're very, very appropriate in the 40K setting. All right, let's get this drying. Oh, Derelict said, "Cool, I just joined. I'll post some work I did with the Villainy Inks." Oh, thank you. Awesome, dude. I will be showing that. Well, I have the game up right now, so how am I going to show that off? I have another laptop. I'll grab my old laptop because my other one is running right now because I have a VPN running to watch the baseball game right now. So it's attached to my computer or else I can't watch it because we're in a blackout right now. So you can't view it on regular media. It's it's a thing. It's annoying. Um, and then Neo said Feral Painter doesn't own Grimdark Compendium. It's Zat Kaskagoon. Really? Oh. Okay, good to go. Good to go. And then Neo said, I hope he's doing well, though I donated to the GoFundMe. Oh, shit. And then Derelict said, oh, for some reason I thought they were the same guy, but they're not. Oh, no. I didn't know about that. What's going on with the owner from what's going on with that? That's scary. Yeah, GoFundMe? Oh no. I'll contribute a little bit if need be, you know. Oh god, that was way too much. These freaking dropper bottles. Sometimes you go to squeeze it and you're like just a little bit, and it just comes out. But I'm on a wet palette right now, so yeah. Man, the Cubs are not doing well. Bottom of the third, 4-0. Milwaukee Brewers are doing a lot better. So they're also the leaders in the National League. The Cubs were for a couple days, and they kind of got bumped down recently. So they're on a 4-game losing streak. But it's all right. They're the lovable losers. We still love them. It's just hard watching them not do good. It just sucks. It's not fun failing. It's not fun doing bad. So I like to see my team doing well. And when the Cubs are hot, man, is it fun. So a little bit of a team slump. So we'll see if we can recover. We'll see. We'll see. And let's see here. And then Neo said, "Yeah, Nate is a Yorkshire boy. Zat's Zat Cascatoon is an American boyo." Ah, okay. And then Derelict says, "I have Space Wolf Scouts Kill Team. Nice. And a war band for Trench Crusade. Okay. And then a list of USA for Conflict 47, all painted starting Emperor's Children this week. Wow, so you're doing a little bit of everything. Okay. Do you have a YouTube channel, Derelict? Or you're just like a hobbyist? Because if you do have a YouTube channel, I will plug it, and I want us to help each other out. I'm all about helping people, so um, yeah. And I'm not going to tell you can't. Our rules on the Discord. You could read them. Like they're very relaxed. So like I'm cool with people if they want to sell stuff on there, and like if you want to promote yourself, like self promotion is allowed on my server. So I know a lot of other Discords you're not allowed to do that, and that's lame, but I allow it. So if you ever want to like do commission works like Neo works on for commissions, things like that, then you're always welcome to post in there if maybe someone lives nearby and you could, or ship it to them or however you want to do that. But yeah. Neo's doing commission work, which is really cool. So he's very talented, and he's got a nice thing going for him. So, and I did see some posts in the Discord. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. I didn't see it. I just saw that it like the notification. So I'll get my older laptop up and I'll turn on Discord and I can show you what I'm seeing and we can go through it, man. So, and if you ever want tips, if you're ever like, hey, give me honest feedback, just let us know and we'll tell you. You know what I mean? So like don't coddle me, tell me if this looks good or like, what do you think of this or should I try something else? Like we're very supportive. So but if anyone ever bullies you, let me know because that's not allowed. So no bullying. I don't allow bullying. Well, you're my wife and you're different. So I'm bullied by my wife, guys.
No, you're not. Why do you always say that? People are gonna think
I'm
you're serious.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Who do I live with?
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm just continuing my painting here. Again, just using a brush, and I'm just kind of dabbing that is it Rune Lord Brass? Rune Lord Brass just all over the legs. Just a nice second coating on them because I have lead belcher, and then what I like to do is I like to follow up with this Rune Lord Brass just to give it kind of a coppery look with the metallics, make it look a little bit more dimension to it, essentially, just a little bit more weathering. So it's not just straight lead belcher and then you just start packing on the grime. But if you put the grime on it, once you start wiping it off or you start to like add some highlighting to the metal to make it shine a little bit, it looks really good with it layered. So that's what I'm doing. Just kind of splotting it around, as you can see. It's not like haphazard. I am doing it like purposefully, like, oh, right here in the servo joint. You know what I mean? Like, oh, under this claw, just to add a little bit more of that copper look to it. Make sure I get it on top. So, and then soon I'm gonna let this dry with the acrylic, and then next I'll be adding that streak and grime effect with AK. So I'll be busting out those enamels very soon to get that streaking look going, and then I'll be able to actually start putting the leg armor on, like gluing it, and then ideally I want to have that done tonight, minus the claws. So the front claws, I'm not gonna get those done tonight because I might hazard stripe them. I haven't decided yet, so I'm just gonna leave it open. I might do it, I might not. All right, so let me just checkity check here, make sure I got every angle of it with that Rune Lord brass. Actually, I could see I already missed some, so that's why I double check. And then Derelict says, maybe someday. Gotcha. And he said, I don't really have the ability to really make content that's quality for a professional level. Ah, okay. That's fine, man. That's fine. I'm not professional level, so I think you could even ask professionals if they're on a professional level, and maybe they'll say, maybe. There's so many levels to this. You are right, man. In our hobby, there's so many levels to Warhammer painting or miniature painting, right? That it's like, when do you know that you've made it? When do you know that you've got some street cred, or when do you know that you can actually start a channel, or will people even listen to you? You know. So just things like that, little stuff. I know that feeling very well. So, but I just started this channel because I'm unemployed. I'm disabled veteran, and I like to use my time trying to do something productive or share things or try to find community. So I created a YouTube channel to find friends. Find friends and then to learn, like, showing off what I got and then to learn from other people. This is a really good way to interact. And then really that Discord is what comes in clutch. So I thank God I have that Discord because we're able to talk to each other daily, which is awesome. So, and then I only go live once a week, and that's Warhammer Wednesday. So I'm usually here like 7, 8 o'clock p.m. And I'm usually live for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? And then Neo also goes live. So if you ever want to check out his channel, he goes live as well. So, but he does like Space Marine 2, and he does missions, and his content's a little bit different, but he might switch gears and start doing more things like this. So, but if you're ever looking to get into the YouTube sphere, you know, you can follow what we do, see our successes, and be like, yeah, I think I'd like to try this out. We'll help you, man. We'll give you all the tips we can. All right, so this looks. Let me just inspect. I'm gonna turn on my hobby light real quick. Let me just inspect it, make sure I got all the pieces that I wanted blotted really good with that brass lord that I have, and it actually looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side and let it dry. I'm going to right there. I'm now gonna grab my cover for my wet palette. I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna bust out my laptop and let's take a look at what's going on online. Oh, Derelict says, "Thanks for your service, bro. You're welcome. Thanks for your support." I was a Marine Corps veteran for 11 years, so you wouldn't know it. Actually, funny to say, the flag above me is Charlie 1-3, call sign Chaos. That's who I deployed with. Isn't that something? Yeah. So it's weapons company, but I was a combat engineer, and we deployed to Afghanistan with them. So I was with infantry a lot of weapons. I was on post. I did a lot of patrols. So we worked with those guys a lot, along with 2-3 and 3-3, and now they're different. They're called like littorals now, and my old unit doesn't even exist anymore. They got closed, unfortunately, but they used to exist, and now they don't exist anymore, which is sad. So even some of the guys I served with, their jobs don't even exist anymore. So scout snipers no longer exist. Um, assault men no longer exist. Tankers no longer exist. So, and then artillery's going bye-bye. It's going to be all HIMARS and rockets now. So, all right, I got my laptop here, my old laptop. It should work just fine. Let me just get it going here. One moment, please. Hopefully it's charged. Seems to be charged. Oh, and Derelict said my buddy served in Iraq disarming IEDs. Holy shit. Yeah, so he was EOD then, is what he did. I worked with EOD too. On multiple occasions. They lived next to us. In our little hooch, we had a little area for sleeping, and right next to us were all EOD. Because we're combat engineers and we work with explosives too. I can't say that word too many times, but we did that. And we had to know, like, oh, there's Gunny Horton. You know what I mean? So there's Gunny Sanchez. So they would be the guys that we would call up on the radio if we couldn't do it or we didn't want to, we didn't want to risk it. They're better at it. We'd call them in, and they would come in and just disarm it. So, yeah, those are some very important people. So you got a good friend. Hopefully he's okay up there. That's all I gotta say. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the so there's no sound on it. So I just muted it, and let me bust. Yeah, everything's charged, so I'm good on here. Let me pull up Discord. Where is my Discord? Sign in. Come on. It's being a little slow. How's everybody doing tonight? What else are you working on?
I'm working on my cross stitch.
Well, Maddie's working on her cross stitch. That's good.
Not right now. This very second though. I'm taking a break.
Oh, okay.
case anyone's wondering.
Okay, I just logged in. Let me go to my my server, so ChaoticCrafterZero. And let's go to hobby showcasing. So Derelict, for anything that you want to post up, my friend, if you want to show off your work, we usually put it in hobby showcasing. General is where we just chat about whatever. And then there's like specific channels that we created, and if you want to use those, you can too. Most people are on general, memes, or hobby showcasing. So those are the three. All right, so let me get this up. And I see a war dog here. Beautiful. And that was 1:06 a.m. That was on the 17th, so I'm going to move past that. Onto Neo posted something a little early this morning about what he wanted to do. So either House Hesperax, which is on the left-hand side. It's got that nice green to it. Let me turn off my hobby light. So that's the kind of color scheme that he wants to go with. Very cool. Love it. It's definitely very it's very like when I look at this, it reminds me of Nurgle. So that'd be really good to fit into yours. And I see how it's like half with the Pantheon star, which I love the Pantheon star, and then half with that like typhus green. And then white as well, which is the Death Guard's original colors. If you didn't know, they were white. So they were the Dusk Raiders. So, all right, and then Derelict is in here, which is awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could join us, my friend. All right, let me go to what Neo posted. So here is his new. Just kind of zoom out a little bit. As you can see, his base work is very good. So looking great. Very good. I love the red eye, like an orange eye. That looks very good. I love the grime. I love the chains, of course. The extra skulls, always got to have that. I'm a big fan of that too. Blood on the glaive, very good choice. And this is the, oh, which one? Is this carnivore? This looks like carnivore out of all the builds that you can do. This looks like carnivore. So big fan. Love it. And you use the tusks, which I'm a big fan of the tusks too. I think they look sick. So very good job on that giant chain sword. It's massive. Really, I mean, look at the texturing on that. It looks phenomenal, man. Good job as always, Neo. Very good, very good. Excellent. He's got the Hesperax. I can't forgive me if I don't get the name right, but he's got some of the heraldry on there. So as you can see, he used that. So that type of night house, the iconoclast, and those are the ones that usually don't join the Imperium of Man. Either they didn't know about it, or they were too close to the Eye of Terror anyway. Now called the Cicatrix Maledictum because it's no longer an eye. Now it's a giant rip. But you know, their houses were too close to that, and then therefore they became chaos tainted over generations. So yeah. Ooh, here we go. And here's some Trench Crusades. Sick. Look at that. Look at the flesh work on that, dude. Oh, ooh. Just gives me the heebie jeebies. I love it. Well done, my friend. Well done. So, this is our new subscriber. So, very good. Very good. I know he just took off, but all right. Bye, Derelict. Thank you for stopping by, man. Welcome to the channel. We're glad you're here. Yeah, but I'm going to keep showing off his stuff. I like the eyeballs that he did. Very good job on the eyes. It looks, yeah, it's very Trench Crusade-y. And then here's the back of it with the flesh cape. Just absolutely diabolical. Yeah. Yeah. Sick. Very well done. And then it's his finished warband. So here what I also love about Trench Crusade, man, look at the detail on this. what I love about Trench Crusade is that it's like they kind of took a little bit of everything, meaning like they have knights, right? So there's like medieval armor and chainmail, but they're using guns, and it's set in like 1917. I love that they blend a little bit of all that together, like the Holy War, right? So um, I'm very drawn to that. Obviously, this is a bad guy. I'm guessing it's a bad guy, so it's part of the war band that he has. So, oh, what are they called? There's a name for them. The Heretics? Is that what they're called? I know that there's also like the. Is it called the Black? Is it the Black Crusade in Trench Crusade that they call it the Black Crusade? So anyway, yeah. But welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sick. Let's just keep a window open. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. Thank you for sharing that, my friends. Beautiful. All right, put my computer away, and then everything should be just about drying up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add some effects here just to have some fun. Risen zombie. What the fuck? What does this do? The warp has tainted me. Oh my god. I think you can add multiple. There's cat eyes. I like that. People seem to like these, so it draws people in. I like it too, because it's like, what the hell? So might as well have fun with it. All right. Where was I? All right. So these should be pretty much dry by now. Um, Now all I gotta do is start adding that streaking grime. So here's our enamels as we got it. I like to shake them up. Note these don't get washed with water. You're supposed to use white spirit, which I don't have any. So I'll just be using water, or I'll just sacrifice the brush and I'll clean it up later. No big deal. But I do need to get some mineral. This thing needs to be shaken up a lot. I can tell where it's separated. Maybe you can't see it, but this is actually a separation, that dark black, and then the actual bottom. So I'm gonna have to shake this up a lot. So, ooh, I can smell it too, leaking through. Ooh, it's strong. Oh my goodness. Careful with these. Shake it up. Can't go wrong with hotboxing a room full of enamel washes. Neato. Let's see if I. No, it's still is not wanting to be mixed up. All right, let me see if I can find a stirrer to kind of stir it up, because it's like the separation is very thick. So hold on. Maybe it'd be in here. I'm trying to think where I'd put it. I got some sticks. It's not ideal. Yeah, fuck it. It'll work. I got a stick. All right, so I'll use that. Gloves, because I don't want to get any of it on my hands, because it's kind of hard to get off.